Come to our last battle of the evening. Ready for our last battle of the evening? This is between Joshua Holford and Kim Mabberley. We know what to do on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Battle!
You ready?
Yeah, Mum.
This is Josh. You won't be shocked to hear that he's single.
Yes.
Don't you? Josh goes on a lot of dates, but is always confused why so many have a friend called Angela. Josh has a history degree and can remember facts over 100 years old, unlike the girls he dates who can't remember anything past the first drink he buys them.
She's just jealous I like him younger than her. So I actually watched all of Kim's roasts to prepare for this, and it's very difficult to roast someone who you admire, respect and consider a friend. Only joking. This is what 3 failed marriages and emotional abuse looks like, stuffed inside a bag for life. What's that? An unknown item in the bagging area? It must be your comedy career. That's why she can't fly Ryanair, because of all that extra baggage. She's actually been roasted more times than Bonnie Blue. Fans of Bonnie?
He was in the queue. Josh was so ugly when he was born that abortion rates went up in the area, but paedophilia went down. That was until Josh became a teacher. Josh said he touched a lot of kids when he was a teacher, but not as many as he would have liked.
It's illegal if they touch you first. Kim actually grew up in Plymouth. It was actually a place that was part of the notorious rape gangs that happened recently. Don't worry, she wasn't actually a victim. The kebab shops couldn't afford to lose her as a customer. She'd also cost far too much in shipping, because she's fat. I'm fat too, it's fine.
Finish him!
I don't need a comeback, they did it for you.
This is the first time you've never had the comeback.
Wow. So you may recognise Josh from How to Catch a Predator outside the local primary schools and from the game Guess Who.
I look like half the audience.
Josh wears clothes from Giacomo because he likes basic, cheap material, which is basically how you describe his comedy.
Nice. The Labour government have actually announced today they're going to trial putting Kim on the south coast to turn some of those boats around. Imagine coming from a war-torn country, seeing Kim on top of those white cliffs, those big hairy lips on the sandy shore, and thinking, how bad must Iraq really be? It's people like Kim that mean that burqas are so popular.
So, Josh is single by choice, every other woman's choice.
Good job I'm not on Tinder tonight.
Josh is actually my best friend, believe it or not. But I think he uses that friendship to sleep with some of my female friends. He has been lucky with a couple of them, but after they are done lowering their standards as well as their knickers, they all say the same thing. Ew, gross, it was so small, and that drink tasted really funny.
Anything for a shag?
You're not helping yourself at all tonight.
I never do. This isn't going to help either. Kim recently had cervical cancer, so that's proof that there is a God, because even he thinks she's an annoying cunt. It's also proof that God only takes the good ones. This has made actually Kim start to look after herself. She's made her sugar daddy start to pay for her clothes, her hair, her makeup and her Manjaro. Kim thinks it's because he loves her. I think he's trying to buy a prettier, thinner girlfriend.
Still always going to be out of your league.
Yeah. That's what I'll be doing later.
So Josh is an only child, as even his mum says you can't make the same mistake twice. So you may think that this scar on Josh's massive head is from when his mum tried to use a coat hanger to abort him.
Are you my mum?
But it's actually from when he was punched in the face really hard when he was 17, and he hasn't seen his dad since.
When I first met Kim, she actually told me she was a well-respected comic and had some fit friends. Turns out she's a liar and a shit comic. Kim actually loves to shop, and that explains why she buys all of her jokes. It's a shame she only buys the cheap bargain bin ones. That explains why she's a shit comic. That's right, guys, it's not just because she's a woman. I knew that wouldn't go down well. It's nice to know your love.
A battle there between two people that look like they co-own a caravan timeshare somewhere in Cornwall. Also, I have never seen an audience turn like that in a long ride. That was fucking... We're going to go to the judges, but let's face it, if this doesn't go one way, they're going to kill you on the way out. So, Adam, what do you think?
Given my track record, I'll fight you all. Fucking nose ring pussies. Right, I know where I am. Fuck you.
When can we see you on GB News next, Adam?
Tonight! This was a great battle between Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I genuinely think if you swapped your beard and your wig, you look exactly the same. I thought you had some good jokes, genuinely. I think, Josh, first of all, man, how long have you been doing comedy? Have you been doing it a little while, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is just a rule for comedy and just life. You just can't call a woman fat. Like, it's just not funny. And people can see. It's rude. You can say it about a man, but not about a woman. And you can't make rape jokes if you look like a rapist. You have to sort of give them an allure of like, I wouldn't actually, but you look like you might. Kimberly, I thought you had some great jokes. I think your joke about saying he's single by choice, every other woman's choice. It's some really good jokes. To be honest, Kimberly, I think you've had some really fucking good jokes throughout. It was just really annoying. Every time you did it, you did a really good joke. You had like a really annoying, patronising, like, woo! From every woman in the audience, which undercut the validity of the joke. But I'm still going to vote for you. So I'll give it up for Kimberly.
Yeah. So that is 1-0 to Kim, but Adam would like it clear he hates every woman in the room. That's what we would like that made clear as we move on. Good luck getting laid in the bar tonight. Saleha Basu, what are you in?
Yeah, when you started the battle, I think I heard you say, yes, mum. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard. But yeah, I think Kim looks like she still sells Avon catalogues. She wants you to buy supplements exclusively from QVC because she's selling them, and Josh is the only one buying them. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting battle. I felt like Josh really had it at the beginning. He had everyone eating out of the palm of his hands, but then he just kind of lost everybody, didn't he? He lost everybody, and then after that, doesn't matter what you said, and doesn't matter how shit her jokes were, everyone was just still cheering. But we were really rooting for you. I felt a bit of pressure when he put that sound effect on. Finish him. I felt a lot of pressure for you. But you did. You pulled it out of the bag. Yeah, she's fat is a no-go, really. So yeah, definitely Kim has it from me.
All right. 2-0 to Kim. Drew Stern.
Felt like watching my mum and dad argue. Josh, I love your Vsauce channel. It's one for the nerds. Yeah, you got a big laugh off the bag for life, which I think was a good alternative to fat jokes. It kind of says stuff without saying it. That was really clever. And then you progressively buried yourself deeper and deeper and deeper. I've just written down burkas, cancer, cunt. Which was just the kind of the direction you were going in. There was probably some salvageable jokes in there, but even though, Kimberly, a lot of the jokes had the same kind of bent, the Guess Who joke was fucking brilliant, and it landed at exactly the right time, so it absolutely has to go to Kimberly.
Right, 3-0, so let's call these the closing remarks from Patrick Richter.
Are you okay, Josh? I've never seen someone lose roast battle 4 times before the judges. You can call a woman fat. But make sure beforehand that they are. Because... That is better. Fat is not an insult. Fat is just something like orange, round, or bat. That's a bat. That's a round orange bat. I hope you all learned something today. Josh, you fucking stunk. If someone came into this room without context, they'd be like, why is this mum insulting her fat, lonely, rapist son? Unfortunately, we didn't have context, which means, like, I would love to give you a vote, Josh, but I mean, you're trying to get me killed? But final comments are support black-owned businesses. Trans-owned businesses. It's a hard time for a lot of people out there. Not me. I'm fine. But I do have an alternative to Netflix. It's called Netflix, but it was like KCKS. So it's really hard to find. There's nothing on it at the moment, but please subscribe. There's a picture of Mark on there looking fine. There's a Mark. Does Mark look at another round of applause for Mark? And my vote goes to Josh.
Well, you know you winner was it? It wasn't Josh. Big round of applause as they leave the stage. So I feel like we ended the night on a message of body positivity and a lot of other positive things after a night of, let's face it, some horrendous things being said by a lot of people. You guys in the audience have been lovely. Have you enjoyed yourself? So alas, we have come to the end of our evening together now. So we are at the Bill Murray. There are comedy nights here every night of the week. Do come see us another time. When you go outside, the audience, not the audience, the neighbours are what you call cunts. And they will complain about loud noises, so please do keep it down outside. You've been a fucking amazing audience. This has been Roast Battle. Big round of applause for yourselves! Thank you very much. Goodbye.